one hand is on each side of your front foot. We want to check in with our toes and make sure they're all going forward. A big habit is for us to turn out the back foot and shift into that hip. We want to make sure that everything's forward so that way we're getting a good stretch under our left hamstring. And then just relax your head down towards that left leg. And take it back to your lunge. This time you're going to go a little bit deeper. Check that in with all those details. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and both legs straight. And both legs parallel. Gonna go a little bit further with that head, and now flex your front foot. Watch that we don't rock the weight back onto the right leg. Keep it right in the center. We should feel that all the way through the back of the left leg. And lower it down, back heel up. Plie into four starch. A four starch is when we're in a plie and a releve at the same time. And then press to that heel, push your head closer to the floor, and release the back leg. Take it back to the lunge one more time. Now we're gonna place the back knee on the floor and point the feet. Sit up tall. I'm gonna press our shoulders away from the ears in order to breathe. And then without letting the hip pop up, we're going to plie the back leg. If you start to feel that hip pop up, go ahead and push your hip back down and don't bend the leg quite as much. You'll work towards getting it a little bit more bent each day. If you guys do these stretches every day, you'll be surprised how fast you can get your flexibility. And then release the back leg. Go ahead and sit all the way back on your back foot, really pointing that front foot hard. Release your head all the way to your knee. And then flex the front foot. Try to pull back on your toes. And point. Back to your left lunge one more time. Tuck those toes under. Now we're going to slide as far as we can into that left split with both legs straight and both hips square. So we don't want to sit over onto the side. We want to try to push that right hip forward. So if we're not quite all the way down, hold yourself up with straight legs and then work to get it a little further each day. Try to point your feet as hard as you can, straighten those legs, push your shoulders down, and breathe. Try to hold that if you can a couple minutes each day. You'll get better and better. And then you can spin it out and get ready for the other side. All right, right leg. So we're gonna start with our right lunge this time. All right, right knee right over the right ankle. Back leg is straight, left heel pushing towards the back wall, and really long backs and spines. And both legs straight up. And you guys know exactly how to do this now. All of your toes pointing forward. Relaxing your heads and your shoulders. Make sure we're not shifting the weight back. Keep it right there in the middle or a slight bit more towards the front foot. And take it back to your lunge. Go a little further this time if you can. And back to parallel. Both feet forward, one hand on each side of your right foot, and release that head down. This time we're going to flex the front foot. Really breathe. I know that one hurts a little bit more, but you're getting more flexible. It's working. And release the front foot, back heel up high. As you plie, try to push your nose closer to your shin, and then extend through that back heel, and lengthen as you lower. Take it back to your right lunge one more time. This time we're going to place the back knee on the floor, point the toes, and sit up tall, pushing your shoulders away from your ears, think really long neck. Also check in with that back foot, make sure that we're not sickling. Sickling is when we're pointing, but we're turning it in. So we want to make sure that that foot is in line with the rest of your leg. All right, keeping your hip pushing down towards the floor, we're going to plie the back leg, grab it if you can. It's okay if you can't grab it quite yet, we'll work towards it. And also make sure that the knee didn't shift forward too far. I want to keep it right over the ankle. And then release the back leg, stretch it forward, point that right foot really hard. Nose on your knee. Don't forget to keep breathing through all of your stretches, so we're constantly moving and pushing our stretches further. And then stay there and flex. And point. Back to that lunge one more time. All right, time for your right split. A lot of people's favorite leg is their right, mine is too. So you're gonna straighten those knees and slide as far as you can with your hips square to the wall that you're facing. At home, if you wanna set up a little piece of tape, and then each day, kind of measure where you are with your split on that day and see if you can get a little bit further each time. Once you do have your split all the way down, there's some different things you can do in your split to stretch it a little bit further. You can work on getting your front foot flat on the floor and try to push your hips down. You can also flex your back foot, tuck it under, and then straighten out the back leg. You get a little bit deeper stretch in that hip flexor. Or you can also just bring your body over, or cambre back, or bring your body right on the inside of that leg. But don't get too comfortable. And then we get to do the center. You guys good? Ready to keep